Debbie, seeking to not be a scapegoat for Rita's actions, took it upon herself to put a stop to this Kingslayer nonsense. Normally, Debbie would use an outside contractor for business that involved traveling to a hell dimension. She avoided hell dimensions as much as she possibly could. Most of them smelled like old socks, and the humidity did terrible things to her hair. Today, she tossed her hair up with a scrunchie and made her way to Vitriol.
7 and divide.
Why do all hell dimensions smell like old socks?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Debbie.
Why are you in my fucking office, Debbie?
I'm from the DMV. I'm an angel.
Oh, you're a fucking cop.
What? No! Why would you say that?
You entered my personal property without permission. You just pulled out a badge, and you smell like a fucking pig.
Oh, you are rude. What's your name?
I'm sorry, officer. Am I being detained?
Oh, you cut that out.
Get your Avon perfume stank, bump it wearing ass the fuck out of my office, you fucking cop.
Okay, what's wrong with Avon?
I've killed an angel before.
Whoa, okay. I think we got off on the wrong foot, okay? Am I in Vitriol? Is this Tormentia's?
Yes.
Okay, listen. I didn't mean to teleport directly into your office. I was trying to investigate 2 humanoid women who have been causing problems here.
Hold up, shut up, bitch. Are you talking about the Kingslayer? Can you get me my souls back? They stole a whole fight night's worth of soul credits.
Yes, I'm talking about the Kingslayer. I'll do my very best to get your souls back, but I can't make any guarantees. We've had an influx of souls coming from hell dimensions. It's enough of an increase that I think they're releasing any souls they steal.
Are you fucking kidding me? They're not even using them? They're just throwing money away into the ether?
Well, it certainly seems like it. Now that we appear to be getting along a little better, would you mind telling me with whom I have the pleasure of speaking? Oh, for Pete's sake, I'm not a cop!
Gorvis.
Gorvis. What a lovely name. Pleased to meet ya. Now, Gorvis, do you have any information on the gals who stole your souls?
I think I got the entry form the tall one filled out. Wait, which one was the Kingslayer? The tall one or the muscly little one?
No clue.
Really? Aren't you supposed to know that?
That's what I need help figuring out.
Found it.
Name, Dick Fuckley? Is this hers?
Yeah.
Okay. Name, Dick Fuckley. Nicknames, Rita, and... Pussy Pounder 420.
Oh my god, I missed the Pussy Pounder part. I think I talked with her on the Dawson's Creek subreddit.
Dawson's Creek? Really?
Teen dramas tap into something universal. The transition from childhood into adolescence is tumultuous for everyone. And those stories, they transcend cultures and dimensions. You shouldn't be so dismissive, strictly because the genre is seen as the purview of teen girls.
Okay, fine. You both like Dawson's Creek. Okay, so she has her vulgar nickname. Under body count, she says, "If you mean sexually, I couldn't possibly add that number for you, and it's also a weird thing to ask. If you mean how many people I've killed, that still gets a little murky since I was a Reaper for a long time. Recently, I've killed like between 7 and 9 demon monarchs. My sister and I keep arguing about which of us is the Kingslayer. LMAO. Blood type? Red. LOL. What does this mean? I'm new at having blood." She bleeds?
I don't know. She didn't actually get hit at the fight. Maybe? Does she not usually bleed?
No, I was her personal torturer for a stint she did in hell. If she bled, I would know. I need to figure out what this means. She's different now. Do you have any other information that might be helpful? This form isn't giving me any clues.
Well, they fucking killed Ron Johnson.
I knew that, but I can't exactly ask him what happened. All I know about that comes from the security tape that his team sent to the DMV in their incident report.
Oh, the little one attacked Stinky Derek.
Stinky Derek?
He's a purveyor of exotic and antique wares.
He's a black market salesman dealing in items from other dimensions.
Well, I never said that.
Of course you didn't. Now where can I find Stinky Derek?
You're not gonna hurt him, right?
No, I'm just gonna ask him a few questions like I did with you.
He operates out of a booth in a bar downtown.
And what bar is that?
The Bile Duct.
Thank you. I'll leave you to it. You've been very helpful.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be...
Sorry, just one more thing.
God, stop teleporting into my fucking office!
Whippy in hand, Rita stared at the lizard demon she'd scared into fainting. She had moved the demon, who was now sitting upright on the plush floor of the sex dungeon.
You alright?
Their back was leaning against the wall next to the controls for the high-tech door.
Hey.
Leave them be. You have killed another.
They aren't dead. Look, they're breathing.
They're unconscious and out of our way, then. Leave them be.
Lizard demons tend to be low on the demonic hierarchy here. I don't want someone to find a dead king here and pin it on our lizard friend.
You don't know that they're your friend. They could be an irredeemable asshole.
You know what? That's the difference between you and me. I see every new person as a potential friend. You see every new person as a potential...
If you females are gonna keep yammering, you might as well make me faint again or kill me.
How dare you prove my sister's point?
What do you want? Where is Mr. Johnson? Crazy human bitch!
Maybe let him answer before you knock him out again?
Hey, you don't know this demon is a him. You shouldn't assume.
I'm not assuming. Only a him would speak to us that way.
You, give me your fucking pronouns.
I'm a man, a normal man. I don't have pronouns. I'm not mentally ill.
You are the actual worst. How dare you make me look silly for treating every new person I meet like a potential friend?
Tell us where your boss put the... Do you hear something?
Just you running your fucking mouth. Holy shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't chop me.
I'm not pulling this out for you. I think I hear movement outside of the sex dungeon.
How? It looks like Mr. Johnson over there had this place professionally sound-treated.
Oh, there he is! Mr. Johnson, are you okay?
He is asleep.
Yes, he was knocked out. My sister punched him. If you don't do what we say, we'll do a lot worse to him.
Oh, God. You didn't punch him in the throat, did you?
Of course not. That would kill him. He's a Mark McGrath demon.
Calgrath demon.
That's like the Sugar Ray guy.
I'm going to go see if I can figure out what that noise is. Demon?
Yes?
Where does your boss keep his valuables? If you don't tell me right now, I'll go chop his head off and we'll frame you for his murder.
His bedroom. Or his office. He has valuable things everywhere.
Is there any place in the house as secure as this room?
No. This room is the most secure. That's why he keeps... Oh, God. His soul storage.
Where is his DMV transporter?
I don't fucking know.
I don't believe him. I'm going to go see what that sound was, and I'll go search for the transporter. You keep torturing him for information. The transporter may still be in here. If he gives you the answer, grab the transporter, teleport to me, and we'll teleport out of here.
Got it.
Where is the fucking transporter?
What the fuck? What are you? That isn't a human voice.
I'm your worst fucking nightmare. You thought Millie's axe was scary? Check this out. Ugh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I have a sword and a whip. I dual-wield, motherfucker. Tell me what I want to know or I'm gonna beat your ass.
Please don't eat my ass.
Beat! B-E-A-T.
No, that's worse. Please, I'm sorry I said that stuff earlier. Please, I'm Mr. Johnson's valet. He doesn't tell me the important stuff.
What? Like your whole job is parking his car?
What?
Like you're a valet, like people who park your cars when you go to a fancy restaurant.
No, that's the North American Earth meaning. I'm his personal male assistant. I help him with clothing and personal grooming.
Personal grooming? Like what, you trim his bush or something?
When the job requires it, yeah.
What? How often does the job require it?
Weekly.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm not one to kink shame.
It's not a kink thing.
Okay, sure, Pew Boy. Where is the DMV transporter your boss got from Stinky Derek?
I don't know. I don't know. Ask him. He wanted to be able to go to Earth to
I killed him. You're out of a job. Where would he keep it?
You killed him?
Yeah. He went down a lot easier than the other demon lord chodes we've been killing. Your boss was a little titty baby. Where is the fucking DMV transporter? Yeah!
Please, not the whip again. I don't know. I don't know where it is. I gave it to him after I picked it up from Stinky Derek, and I went back to work. Oh God. Are you the Kingslayer?
No, that's my sister.
But you just said you've killed a lot of demon rulers.
Yes.
Like kings.
Yeah, a few.
Meaning they were slain?
Yes, okay, but I'm not the Kingslayer. Like, you do something 9 or... Wait. Okay, you do something a dozen times. It doesn't mean that's your thing now. If you're gonna give me a title, it makes more sense that it's something like the Pussy Pounder or the Accidental Soap Eater.
Accidental Soap Eater?
They really have to stop making hand soap shaped like food.
Like what? Little fruit-shaped ones?
No, those are never the right colors to confuse me. I think the ones that look like bars of white chocolate get me the most.
So you keep taking bites of white bars of soap?
Okay, you're making me sound a lot sillier than I actually am. You know it's those soaps where... God damn it! Why did you kill them? They died thinking I'm some soap-eating weirdo.
You are a soap-eating weirdo. They set off a silent alarm. Security's coming.
Damn, I didn't notice that.
You wouldn't. It's silent.
Did you find the transporter?
Got it. Let's head out.
Did you ever figure out what that noise was?
Rita, it was security. That's what
I thought the security part was unrelated.
No. Look at this little button by the door where the demon was leaning.
Yeah?
Silent alarm. Ron Johnson must have also planned to use this sex dungeon as a panic room.
Cool.
Rita, teleport us out of here.
Hey, you should try to do it. I know you can.
Security is coming.
Fine,
Now
fine.
is not the
You'll
fucking
never learn
time.
if you don't
Get
practice.
us the fuck
Sorry
out of
for
here.
believing
Do
in
it.
you.
Do it.
You can't.
After finding respite in the abandoned flagship Bennigans, Leonard, Dawn, Sunny, and Jacksie made their way to Corruption, the hell dimension Rita mentioned in her letter. Upon teleporting, they found themselves in a forest. It was unlike any forest that Dawn and Sunny had seen. Slender trees as tall as redwoods with inky black bark stretched into the sky. Where one would expect to find the dense foliage of a treetop canopy, there was a swirling mass of gray plasma, undulating like the surface of a lake.
What the fuck was that sound?
What's going on with the trees?
Oh, gracious, I should have forewarned you.
Of what?
This dimension is called Corruption, because it's made to punish those whose greatest misdeed in life was corrupting others. There are some truly heinous spirits here. They are meant to be trapped in the treetops here, absorbing massive amounts of radiation from this dimension's sun, and being forced to endure one another's company. Occasionally, when disturbed, they may come closer to the forest floor to shriek in agony.
Lovely.
I'm sorry. Did you say radiation? Leonard, my human body cannot handle...
Neither can my goat demon body. The souls of the damned act like one of those lead aprons they put on you when you get x-rays. There's no more radiation here than there was in that abandoned Bennigans.
Good. I didn't need to add radiation to the list of things I currently have to be stressed about.
What do we do now?
I need to get my bearings, but we should head towards my contact's estate.
Estate? Your friend is rich?
Contact, not friend.
What does this contact do for you?
You see this gelatinous yellow substance on the side of this tree? Well, it's the fruiting body of a mycelium, only present here in Corruption.
Ugh, God, yes. I wish I didn't. Just looking at it is giving me sensory yuck.
I'm not even autistic, and I get that. That shit looks like some things I've seen on bodies they pulled out of the Trinity River.
Well, it looks disgusting now, but when processed and purified, it makes a potent aphrodisiac.
I think I'd rather take a vow of celibacy than ever eat anything made out of that shit.
You don't eat it, you boof it.
What is boofing?
Through the ass?
Oh, naturally.
My contact here is the only person in existence who processes this stuff. He's my supplier. Usually, he delivers his goods to people in their home dimension. He has the means to find them. I like to come pick up my order myself.
Do you not want him knowing where you live, or...?
That, and I don't want to pay the delivery fee. I also collect some of this slime to see if I can learn to process it myself. I'm hoping that my centuries of patronage will grant me a small favor of locating Rita.
So, you can teleport us to his place?
I can get us to his place, but a couple of issues present themselves.
And those are?
He is terribly human-phobic, and he would kill you both on sight.
I'm not human.
You are, as far as he's concerned. You see why I've been eager to learn how to process the slime myself?
Okay, so you can poof yourself to his place.
Therein lies the second problem. Poofing within this dimension, with any accuracy, is difficult. The canopy of souls and the radiation present above it make my accuracy limited. Within Corruption, I can only reliably poof about half a mile away.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, we will make our journey on foot until we reach the fence at the border of his compound.
And then you'll poof yourself to his place.
Yes, and you, Sunny, and Jacksie can remain out of harm's way.
How do we know we're even close, though?
These berries only grow south of his compound, if you'll pardon the double entendre. The slime grows on the north side of the trees, and... yes, the canopy of souls becomes more of a blue-grey the closer we are to his compound. With how green it skews, I'd estimate we have about 20 miles north to walk before we get to our destination.
20 miles?
I'm sorry. I wish I could have transported us closer. Truly, I tried my best.
I'm not mad at you, Leonard. I'm grateful you're helping us at all. I'm just overwhelmed, and that's a hell of a lot of walking. You're like a demonic Bear Grylls in this dimension.
You flatter me. I aspire to drink half the piss that he drinks.
Cool. Gross.
I guess we should get moving.
Yeah, you're right. Complaining isn't getting us any closer.
Oh, Jacksie, no! No, you can sniff the berries, but please, don't eat them. You'll shit out your tonsils, and that's not a turn of phrase. The berries will make you shit out your tonsils. Oh, well, I don't know what would happen since you don't have tonsils. That's an excellent question. Although I am curious, I wouldn't risk it, sweet boy. Oh, gladly. Just check with me, and I'll let you know what's safe to eat.
You know, Jacksie may decide that Leonard is his fourth mommy after this.
With Leonard and Jacksie leading the way, Dawn hung back to talk to Sunny. Dawn had been trying to decipher whatever emotions she was noticing on Sunny. She had landed on tired, realized that wasn't an emotion, and thought it was easiest just to ask Sunny herself.
So, I know we're all feeling a lot of things right now, and this seems like a really silly question because I know none of us are okay, but are you okay?
I mean, I'm not, but neither are you.
Well, I know. I kind of suck at picking up any nuance beyond mad, sad, and happy when I'm trying to read other people's emotions. We've all been sad, but since we woke up at the Binnigans, you've been sad in a different way. I can't figure out what exactly I'm picking up, but I wanted to check on you.
You know, you say you suck at reading emotions, but I don't think an autistic person would have picked up on that.
So, I'm right? You're a different flavor of sad?
When you woke me up, I had been dreaming about Rita. I've been sad because it wasn't real. I'm sad because that might be the closest I get to seeing her again.
Was it a good dream?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about it? Wait, unless it was...
Not a sex dream.
Good. You want to tell me about it?
It wasn't anything extraordinary. I was sitting on the couch next to Jacksie, knitting. Rita was in the kitchen, cooking something for the two of you. I remember thinking it smelled good, and I wished I could eat it. You were sitting on the floor in front of the record player, deciding what we should listen to next, and whenever I looked up, I caught Rita stealing glances at me from the kitchen, and then I woke up.
I'd be sad too. That's the life you want with Rita. That's the ordinary stuff you want to do with her. That's life.
It also made me sad because of you.
Oh, no. What did I do?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. I want you there for our ordinary stuff too, and you're not going to be here much longer. I've been sad because I don't know if being in these dimensions where time runs differently means I get more or less time with you. It's not fair that your last few months are spent in places like this. Are you doing okay? That seems silly, but I don't think I've actually asked you.
I think I'm as okay as anyone can be in my situation.
There has literally never been a human being in your situation. I don't think there's an established baseline for as okay as you can be.
I'm almost as bad at finding nuance in my own emotions as I am about other people's. If I don't intellectualize them to some degree, I can't do anything about them. I'm feeling a lot.
Yeah, I imagine.
If I try to separate what I'm feeling about dying in a few months from everything else that's going on...
You know you can't separate feelings like that, right? You dying in a few months colors how you feel about everything else we have going on. With Rita, with Judith.
I know, but doing my best to understand how I feel about dying soon. I think I've reached the acceptance stage of grieving my own death. When my lucky winter year first started, I was obsessed with getting reincarnated. Granted, I thought I was destined for hell otherwise, but now? I was literally murdered by death, and because of that, I've gotten to live more than I ever did in my 33 years prior. I've made more friends than I ever did in my entire life. I've had literal adventures. I learned I'm a witch, and I can do magic. My best friends are a demigod, a vampire, and a vampire dog. Whatever comes after this, I'm anxious, sure, but I welcome it. This year has taught me that dying is just a part of life, and it's certainly not the end of me. Right now, all I want to do is make sure the ones I love will be okay when I'm gone. I'm not used to having people who want me around and rely on me, and I think making sure you and Rita are taken care of is helping me make peace with the time I have left.
I love you. I'm gonna miss you so much.
I love you too.
Well, I'm sorry you don't like the wet grass on your asshole.
Is he giving you trouble?
Well, he expressed a desire to stop and poop. And now he's telling me to, quote, chill until he finds a dry spot. I'm trying to explain to him that there are no dry spots.
Hey, how come the vampire dog poops but the vampire lesbian doesn't?
No idea. He eats a lot of other things than blood, too. I haven't seen a single spider in the house since he moved in.
I enjoy blood as well, but I can also enjoy a delicious sandwich and soup from Panera Bread. Well, more or less delicious. Some of us can find sustenance from multiple places and... Oh, he's pooping!
Good boy. Good potty. Good God, what is coming out of him?
Jesus Christ! His poops get more demonic in hell, too.
It's as though he turned himself inside out.
Was that molten lava?
Keighan, Kyle, and Viv sat around Sonny's kitchen table. Keighan made a pot of coffee and... What the fuck is going on with the snack situation? There's an assortment of random food in the middle of the table. Oyster crackers, a can of black beans, that monkey cereal Dawn likes, and I think those are loose bouillon cubes? It's hard to tell. They're just little silver rectangles. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, they sat around Sonny's table drinking coffee.
You can literally teleport away if someone tries to come get you. You don't need to be so fucking jumpy.
I'm sorry. I was in hell recently, and then I was unconscious. You'll forgive me if I'm a little jumpy.
Kid, what's with the pantry rejects in the middle of the table?
Dawn didn't get a chance to go grocery shopping before they left, and I've been staying here.
Don't you have a home?
Yeah, but I have this house to myself. Take the snacks or don't. I don't give a shit. I'm just trying to be a good host.
I won't say no to a snack.
Viv, do you think the workshop could come up with some way to help Kyle hide from the DMV?
We can certainly try. He'd probably have to come to the workshop with me.
Girls trip!
Oh, you're excited about going there, but you're shaking like a little anxious poodle on the 4th of July in my house?
This isn't your house.
It's a heavily protected pocket dimension. This is a house that's badly warded by druids.
Hey!
Hey, what? Rita got kidnapped here? Safe to say the warding could be better. This candy's very salty.
That's a bouillon cube.
Pooh. They should really write what it is on the wrapper for those. It's just silver. How am I supposed to know it's a billion cube?
Why would you assume that's candy?
So I'm going to the workshop?
I guess so. I'm gonna need to let folks know he's coming.
I don't need any special treatment.
No, I mean so they don't freak out.
I just look like some dude, though.
Yeah, you get it, Keighan.
What? I look like a regular guy.
Maybe to people who aren't magically inclined. If I didn't know who you were, I'd be able to tell you weren't human at a minimum.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like I can feel what you look like when you're not in regular guy mode.
And it's worn off some by now. But talking to you also makes me feel like I did when I went scuba diving. Or to Carlsbad Caverns.
Ego death?
Yeah, I think so. I feel very small.
Well, if everyone is done criticizing me, can we get on with the planning?
We're not criticizing you at all. You're deaf. You're a big deal.
That's right. I'm a big deal.
So I'll let the workshop know that Kyle will be coming. I think you can make yourself cozy in Dawn's personal workshop there.
Is there a TV?
Yep.
I'll be good.
So what do we do about the DMV? Keighan, you seem to have a plan.
My plan was to get Kyle.
And then?
And then the rest of the plan would come to me.
Okay, and I'm guessing it hasn't yet.
Not as of yet, no.
You pulled me away from cheesecake for this? I ought to send you both to the other world.
Whoa, relax.
Hey, that's it.
What's it?
The other world.
You want to go there? I could send you there with a single boop.
No, don't touch me.
I'll confess,
what are you doing?
I only vaguely know what the other world is. I know it's an afterlife thing, and I know druids use it to talk to their ancestors and stuff.
Yes, on both counts. When someone dies, there's a moment of time between when their soul leaves their body and moves to another dimension or gets reincarnated. Druids contact the other world and communicate with our ancestors in that liminal space and time before their soul move on. We're talking to them both in a different time and space.
That's very cool, but what does that have to do with Kyle and the DMV?
Some of the souls in the other world get sent to the DMV.
Exactly. And I'm thinking, maybe we recruit some saboteurs, some ghostly comrades.
If you're always communicating with a version of them that hasn't been filed out of the other world yet, how are they going to relay information back to us? We're never going to get to see the version of them that's been to the DMV. They can't come back to the other world.
We don't have to. They can do things for us to help, things to help dismantle the system. Maybe they can sabotage whatever keeps people from being able to travel between dimensions.
But we don't know what those things are. We wouldn't know what we're sending them into the DMV to sabotage.
That's where the guy who used to work at the DMV comes in.
Puh.
Why are you eating another bouillon cube? You know it isn't candy.
I thought it might be good on an oyster cracker.
Quit wasting food!
My cubes!
Hey, little buddies. Hope you like that episode. It is the housekeeping section. If you want to support us, you know the best way to do that by now, and that's by telling other people about the show. Even though it's the final season, I don't want to give too much away, but it is not the last of this universe, and it is not the last of other audio dramas we're going to be doing or that we're working on. So the more you tell people about this show and Mixed Number in general, the more you help this final season of Today's Lucky Winner and all of the cool stuff we have planned afterwards. So if you like the work we do and you like Today's Lucky Winner and you want people to get in on, the show that started any of us down podcasting at all, tell them about the show. Share it in your favorite Facebook group. Share it in your favorite Discord server. Go to your favorite subreddit. Xanga, Friendster, all of the really cool ones that everyone's using. Mammoth, you scream about it on the street if you want. I don't care. You tell people about the show, it helps us. If you want to see what we're up to on the internet, everyone's social media handles are in the show details, and you can go see what we're up to. If you want to support us and you haven't done so by subscribing and leaving a rating and or review, that would be super helpful. It's something that you do once, and it's a good deed that helps us out, and you do it once and you never have to think about it again. So that's pretty cool, I think, if you leave a cute review. If you're in a place to support us monetarily, make sure you check out the link in our show details for the Mixnomer Patreon. At just $1 a month, you get to join our Discord server, and that will be the home for any podcast stuff we do. If you want to support us now in this final season of Today's Lucky Winner, and you want to make sure we have the funds to make you more cool stuff going forward, and you're in a place to help us fiscally, then the Patreon's where it's at, and things start at just $1 a month, and there are rewards that you will get for any shows we do. At certain levels, you can even get a shout out, like our friends Randy Lovings, Rachel Rachelson, Sewing Seraph, B. Trossler, Helen Clifford, M. Mosen, Lucy, and Nicole Valdivieso. And if I haven't mentioned it in a while, we still have some merch stuff available on the site, including just some random art I've made, some digital downloads from like the D&D episode, if you would like a D&D supplement where Violet created a weird sex dungeon map with, I think there's like a lot of jeans, like a lot of denim, if I recall correctly. She did the pixel art for it. It's beautiful, but that's on the website too if you want to support us by buying some merch of some kind. And anything you buy from that site goes back into podcasting stuff. So the Balana Arts link to our merch is in the show details. And if I haven't also mentioned it, if you haven't checked out Info Dumpies, Violet and I have also been putting that out, and it is just us info dumping about hyperfixations and special interests, and every fourth episode has an autistic or ADHD guest talking about something they're really interested in. And it's just been very fun to do, and I've heard that it's very good, calm background stuff. So if you like mine and Violet's voices, and you would like to hear us talk about things like camping or forestry mascots or sunscreen, or I even had an episode where I talked about the Book of Judith, and it's kind of like bonus material for this show if you think about it. Yeah, we had guests talk about Bela Lugosi. Sean came on and talked about the Symphony Fantastique, and that was a fucking wild ride. But anyway, if you haven't checked out Info Dumpies, I think you'd like it, probably. But that's about it. I'm running a little long on the housekeeping section, but I appreciate you all, and until next time, try not to die.